Have you ever wondered if it's too late to plant ginger in October? The truth is, not only can you plant ginger right now, but October is one of the best months to start if you want to grow it indoors. Imagine harvesting your own fresh, spicy ginger straight from a pot in your kitchen, no matter where you live or how cold it gets outside. Welcome to Golden Hours Garden, the channel where we uncover the secrets of growing exotic plants, fresh herbs, and rare crops right from the comfort of your home. Today I'm going to share with you everything you need to know about planting ginger in October, from choosing the right rhizomes to setting up the perfect indoor environment so your ginger thrives. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and drop a comment telling me where you're watching from. That way, you'll never miss another gardening tip, and together, we can grow something amazing. Ginger is one of the most fascinating plants you can grow indoors. Unlike many crops that produce fruit or seeds, ginger grows underground through a thick, knobby root called a rhizome. This rhizome is where the plant stores its energy, and it's also the part we use in our kitchens for teas, stir-fries, and natural remedies. Native to tropical and subtropical regions, ginger thrives in warm, humid environments with rich, loose soil. In its natural habitat, it grows beneath tall trees, shaded from direct sun, but still bathed in consistent warmth. The leafy green stalks that rise above the soil may look like bamboo, but the real magic is always happening below the surface as the rhizomes expand and multiply. What makes ginger unique is its long growing season. It can take 8 to 10 months for the rhizomes to fully mature. But the beauty of indoor gardening is that you can control its environment, allowing ginger to thrive even in the cooler months of October. By mimicking the warmth and moisture of its tropical origins, you can unlock a steady supply of fresh ginger year-round. Why October is the perfect month. You might be thinking, October feels like the wrong time to start a tropical plant. The days are getting shorter, the air is cooler, and the garden outside is slowing down for winter. But that's exactly what makes October such a powerful month to begin growing ginger indoors. When you bring ginger inside during this season, you create a controlled environment free from the stress of pests, sudden frosts, and unpredictable weather. Instead of fighting against the cold, your ginger plant enjoys steady warmth, consistent moisture, and all the light it needs. Think of it as giving your plant a permanent vacation from the harsh outdoors. There's another hidden advantage too. By planting ginger in October, you're getting a head start on its long growing season. While the outdoor garden rests, your ginger will be quietly developing strong roots indoors. So by spring, you'll already have a healthy, established plant that's ready to burst into vigorous growth. October isn't the end of the season for ginger. It's the beginning of a year-round harvest. Choosing the right ginger rhizomes. The secret to growing ginger successfully starts with the rhizome you choose. Not all ginger is created equal, and the root you pick today will determine how strong and healthy your plant becomes tomorrow. When you're shopping for ginger, whether at a grocery store or a local market, look for plump, firm pieces that feel heavy in your hand. A good rhizome should have smooth skin and visible buds or eyes. These are the little nubs that will sprout into new shoots. Avoid any pieces that look shriveled, soft, or moldy, because those are signs the root is already struggling. Here's a simple trick to wake up your ginger before planting. Soak the rhizome in warm water overnight. This rehydrates the root, signals that it's time to grow, and helps you kickstart the sprouting process. If you can, choose organic ginger, since conventional roots are sometimes treated to prevent sprouting. With the right rhizome in your hands, you're already halfway to a thriving indoor ginger harvest. Now that you've got the right ginger rhizome, the next step is giving it a home where it can stretch out and thrive. Ginger isn't a plant that grows deep like carrots or potatoes. It grows wide, spreading its rhizomes horizontally just beneath the soil. That's why the container you choose is so important. Pick a pot that is wide and shallow rather than tall and narrow. A container at least 12 to 14 inches across gives your ginger plenty of room to expand and multiply. Just as important are the drainage holes at the bottom. Ginger hates sitting in soggy soil, and poor drainage is one of the fastest ways to kill your plant. If your pot doesn't have holes, make some before you begin. For soil, ginger loves a light, fluffy mix that drains well, but still holds a touch of moisture. Think of a tropical forest floor, rich with organic matter, loose enough for roots to spread, and full of nutrients. A blend of good quality potting soil with compost or well-rotted manure works beautifully. Avoid heavy garden soil that compacts easily, because ginger needs air as much as it needs water. When you prepare the container, fill it with this mix, leaving a couple of inches at the top so you have space for watering and mulching. With the right container and soil, you've created the perfect foundation for your ginger to flourish indoors. With your soil and container ready, it's time to plant your ginger. Start by taking your rhizome and, if it's large, cut it into smaller pieces. Each piece should have at least one healthy bud or eye, because that's where the new shoot will emerge. After cutting, let the pieces rest for a few hours so the fresh cuts can dry. This step helps prevent rotting once the ginger is in the soil. When you're ready to plant, place each piece of ginger with the buds facing upward. Bury them about 2 to 3 inches below the surface of the soil, leaving plenty of room between each piece so they have space to grow. Gently cover them with soil, pat it down lightly, and give the pot a soft watering to moisten everything without flooding it. Here's a little trick many gardeners use. Add a thin layer of mulch or light compost on top of the soil. This helps lock in moisture and creates a stable, cozy environment for the ginger to wake up and start sprouting. From here, all you need is patience. Over the next couple of weeks, those buds will begin to swell, and soon you'll see bright green shoots breaking through the surface. Planting ginger indoors really is that simple. It's about setting the stage and then letting nature do the rest. Now that your ginger is planted, the real key to success is creating the right indoor environment. Ginger is a tropical plant, so think of what it loves in its natural home: warmth, gentle light, and steady humidity. If you can provide those three things, your plant will reward you with strong growth. The ideal temperature range for ginger is between 70 and 85 degrees Fahrenheit. This means your average indoor climate is often just right, especially if you keep your pots in a warm room like the kitchen. Just be sure to protect it from cold drafts or windowsills that get chilly at night. When it comes to light, ginger prefers bright but indirect sunlight. Too much direct sun can scorch the leaves, while too little light will slow its growth. A sunny east or west-facing window is perfect, and if your home doesn't get enough natural light, don't worry. A simple LED, grow light placed about 12 inches above the plant, will do the job beautifully. Humidity is the final piece of the puzzle. Ginger thrives in moist air, so a dry room can make it struggle. To fix this, you can mist the leaves with a spray bottle, place a pebble tray with water under the pot, or even keep it near other plants to create a mini greenhouse effect. With the right warmth, light, and humidity, you'll be giving your ginger exactly the kind of tropical comfort it craves, no matter what season it is outside. Watering ginger is all about balance. The soil should stay evenly moist, never bone dry, but also never soggy. Think of a damp sponge. That's the perfect texture for ginger roots. After planting, give your pot a gentle soak, and then let the top inch of soil dry slightly before watering again. You can test this easily by sticking your finger into the soil. If it feels dry at the tip of your finger, it's time to water. If it's still cool and damp, wait a little longer. Overwatering is one of the most common mistakes people make with ginger. Remember, the rhizome grows underground, and if it sits in waterlogged soil for too long, it can rot. A steady rhythm of watering just enough keeps the plant thriving without drowning it. Feeding ginger is just as important as watering. Every 4 to 6 weeks, give your plant a boost with a gentle, organic liquid fertilizer. Something like compost tea, diluted fish emulsion, or seaweed extract works wonders. These natural feeds encourage healthy rhizomes and lush green leaves without overwhelming the plant. Over time, you'll notice your ginger responding with stronger shoots and a deeper green color, a clear sign it's getting the nutrition it needs. With the right balance of water and food, your ginger will grow steadily, month after month. Growth stages and what to expect. Growing ginger is a lesson in patience, but also in steady rewards along the way. Once planted, you can expect the first sprouts to appear in about 2 to 4 weeks. These will look like small, green shoots pushing through the soil, often compared to little blades of grass. It's always a moment of excitement, the first sign that your rhizome has woken up and is ready to grow. As the weeks go by, those shoots will thicken and grow taller, forming leafy stems that resemble bamboo. Don't be surprised if the plant grows slowly at first. Ginger puts much of its early energy into establishing roots and building strength underground before it focuses on leaves above the surface. By 3 to 4 months, your ginger will be in full growth mode. The leaves will stretch higher, and the underground rhizomes will be expanding. This is also when you can begin to gently harvest small pieces of young, tender ginger, often called baby ginger. If you prefer mature, fibrous ginger with stronger flavor, you'll need to let it continue growing for 8 to 10 months. Remember, ginger naturally has a rhythm. In the cooler months, especially indoors, growth may slow down a little. That's perfectly normal, as long as the leaves stay healthy and green. Your plant is quietly working beneath the soil, building up the harvest you'll enjoy later. With time and consistency, you'll see how rewarding it is to watch ginger move through each stage of its life cycle. Troubleshooting common issues. Even with the best care, every plant can run into a few challenges, and ginger is no different. The good news is, most problems are easy to spot and even easier to fix once you know what to look for. One of the most common issues is yellowing leaves. This can happen for two main reasons: too much water or not enough nutrients. If the soil feels soggy, ease back on watering and make sure the pot has proper drainage. If the plant has been growing for a while without feeding, a dose of liquid fertilizer or compost tea will often bring the green color back. Another problem you may notice is mold forming on the top of the soil. This usually means the air is too still or the soil is staying too wet. A simple fix is to scrape off the surface mold, let the soil dry slightly, and improve air circulation around the pot. If your ginger seems to be rotting before it even grows, that's a sign of waterlogged soil or poor drainage. Always plant in loose, well-draining soil and avoid letting water sit in the saucer under your pot. Sometimes the shoots grow slower than expected, and this is often a light issue. Ginger loves bright, indirect light, so if it's in a dim corner, consider moving it closer to a sunny window or adding a grow light. By paying attention to these small signals, you can correct problems quickly and keep your ginger thriving. Indoor plants have a way of telling you what they need. It's just about learning to listen. Harvesting ginger is one of the most rewarding parts of the process, and the best part is you don't have to wait until the plant is fully mature to enjoy it. After about 4 to 5 months, you can begin harvesting what's known as baby ginger. This young ginger has smooth, tender skin, a milder flavor, and a juicy texture that makes it perfect for fresh teas, stir-fries, or even blending into smoothies. Simply dig gently at the edge of the pot and break off a small section of rhizome without disturbing the rest of the plant. The remaining ginger will keep growing and multiplying. If you prefer mature ginger with a stronger, spicier flavor and that classic fibrous texture, give the plant 8 to 10 months to develop fully. At this stage, the leaves may start to yellow and die back, which is a natural signal that the rhizomes have reached maturity. Carefully tip the pot to loosen the soil and lift out the ginger, brushing off the dirt to reveal the golden treasure beneath. The beauty of growing ginger indoors is that you can harvest it gradually, taking only what you need while leaving the rest to keep producing. And the possibilities in the kitchen are endless: fresh ginger for warming teas, zesty marinades, baked treats, or natural home remedies. Once you've tasted your own homegrown ginger, you'll never want to go back to store-bought again. One of the joys of growing ginger indoors is how well it pairs with other tropical plants. If you're already setting up a warm, humid corner in your home, consider adding turmeric, galangal, or lemongrass alongside your ginger. These plants enjoy the same conditions, and together they create a little indoor jungle of flavor and fragrance. Another tip is to rotate your pot every couple of weeks. This ensures the shoots grow straight and evenly as they reach for light. Without rotation, you might notice the stems leaning or the plant growing unevenly. A simple turn of the pot keeps everything balanced. Don't forget the leaves either. While most people grow ginger for the rhizome, the leaves themselves are edible and aromatic. Snip a few to brew into tea or to add a subtle ginger flavor to soups and rice dishes. Harvesting leaves lightly won't harm the plant as long as you leave enough greenery for photosynthesis. If you live in a colder climate, you'll want to think ahead about overwintering. The beauty of indoor ginger is that you don't need to dig it up or bring it inside at the last minute. It's already safe and cozy in its pot. Just keep it warm, water sparingly during its slower months, and by spring it will be ready to surge back into full growth. With a little care and creativity, your indoor ginger can become the centerpiece of an indoor herb collection, providing freshness and flavor year-round. So now you know, yes, you absolutely can plant ginger in October, and growing it indoors means you can enjoy this incredible plant anywhere in the world, any time of year. With the right rhizome, a wide container, rich soil, and a little patience, you'll be harvesting fresh ginger for months to come. I encourage you to give it a try. There's nothing quite like breaking off a piece of your own homegrown ginger, knowing it came from your windowsill or kitchen corner. Whether you use it in tea, cooking, or as natural medicine, the flavor and freshness are unbeatable. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Golden Hours Garden, hit that like button, and share this video with a friend who loves gardening. And I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me where you're growing your ginger and what you plan to make with it first. Thank you so much for spending this time with me here at Golden Hours Garden. Until next time, keep planting, keep experimenting, and keep bringing a little more green into your everyday life.